How's it going, everyone? It's Liam Catterson here with another episode of The Originals. It's episode number 10 of this season. Some good stuff, especially between Klaus and Marcel in the last episode, to the point where Marcel decided to ditch Rebecca again. Of course, with Klaus running things, really, with Marcel bending the knee to him. Yeah, it was just very interesting to see how things went down, especially against the faction, the humans. Yeah, it wasn't really good for them, was it, in the last episode? I guess not as well as for Cammy as well, in regards to it didn't go down well for her with, of course, you know, it's just been really, really rough with what she is on the know about when she is around Klaus, and then there's of course those gaps, and then we've got Davina trying to break free from her predicament, really. Well, break her free, should I say, from her predicament. So yeah, but that's going to be very, very interesting stuff to see, I would imagine. So why don't we get into this episode of The Originals, episode 10 of season 1? Let's go.
Society women imported from France with the promise of marrying a proper New Orleans gentleman. Like the legendary Casket
I guess
girls.
it's Casket girls.
Excusez-moi, monsieur.
Guess a place of opportunity, the land of opportunity? Yeah.
Vous êtes en sécurité
Oh,
ici,
damn!
pardonnez
Oh,
le
damn! Damn,
Us guys
Rebecca!
will stick together. Rich men. And how they can triumph when brave enough to fight for themselves.
Oh. With the whole Klaus situation. Oh.
I'm sorry.
Would you like some help?
You might need to use all your vampire strength.
Come on. Come on.
If you wanted to attend the festivities tonight, I'd be more than willing to take you.
Come on!
You and Klaus are barely on speaking terms. Let's not rock the boat, okay?
I mean, that's, you know, the case for every season of a show of the Vampire Diaries or the Originals. It's not exactly uncommon terrain.
I remember where I wrote this.
Oh, heck!
I found a picture of Klaus and Marcel from 1919.
It's all coming. Oh, no! I say, oh, no. I mean, I'm happy for Cammy, but.
And that you'd help her control her magic. How do we know that you didn't take her?
I have no idea where Davina is or why she ran away.
And he's being and he's always loyal.
Can I suggest you take a step back? I can assure you I have absolutely no desire. You know how Klaus operates. If he perceives a threat, he can become quite ruthless.
Yeah.
Would not bode well for Davina.
Well, it might
Don't
not.
let anybody lay
But it
a
might not
finger
bode
on
well
her.
for Klaus either.
Nor will I.
Even if Davina can't kill him.
All manipulated by Elijah, threatened by Klaus. Just like a modern-day Casket girl.
I was gonna make the mention about,
Are
well,
you talking about
Cammy.
Davina or yourself?
Yes.
Does it matter?
That's it
Either way,
though,
us
like
girls are good.
what she said way back then. But I mean, that is the thing though, when it comes to, I mean, Rebecca's been feeling used by Marcel, like he's chosen Klaus over Rebecca. And then obviously with Marcel keeping shit from Davina, Cammy, obviously the whole, you know, what Klaus has done and all of that. It is just a very, very depressing situation, isn't it, when it comes to all these gals just being used in some degree.
Vampire search party's quadruple.
This is
I
a
got
bit of
this.
progress.
Family's old
Oh,
house.
shoot.
Feel like a locator spell.
Oh,
Keep
no.
drinking. You need the
Liam's
preventative
worried.
system. They're trying to find me.
This makes, yeah,
Then we have to run.
this accelerates all fears. Like, even if the elders are dead.
There is no way to sneak me out of the court.
He knows.
He knows. Pain just keeps hitting Cammy, and it's just heartbreaking.
Hey, you guys, don't worry about me. Just don't let them find you.
I just worry.
I know Klaus told you to
I just
follow
worry
me,
for him.
but does it really form? And I should keep listening to you because...
Because my bloodline executed that curse.
Oh.
Help me complete the harvest. And I'll undo the curse for
Oh,
you.
no.
For the record, we're moments away from retrieving her.
I recognize that tone of voice, Niklaus. Clearly you have some diabolical machination. What is it?
Oh, no.
Hello?
Joshua, my most disappointing
No!
minion. I suspected you wouldn't answer the call were it from me.
Klaus. Hey, what up?
You can't
Guess
use
what?
the two
I just
people.
moved to Turkey. Weirdly, they don't eat turkey here.
Fiddler soulmate Timothy, alone
Oh,
with me.
no.
Oh, Josh.
Oh,
What'd she think of that?
you dick.
I assure you I just want to talk to her.
Hello, Davina. Oh, shit. Oh! 4 for the price of 1! I mean, she's gonna be okay. Can't say the same for those witches, though.
But for the promise I made to her, that in death, I would bury her far from the mayhem of witches, vampires, and men.
You really gonna do Elijah dirty like this, Haley?
So sorry, Elijah.
He goes after my brother. She'll be the one who ends up dead. A very unnecessary end to an already tragic story.
It's either her or you, bud.
Perhaps you'd like to help me help her.
Oh? Oh?
Davina gets here, you two need to let me do the talking.
Well, I'm sure you'll have your chance. Hello, love.
Oh, heck.
Silence is golden, Timothy, thank you.
He's not gonna fall.
But I know the truth. You're afraid everyone can see what you really are.
Not the first time
An
he's... Oh! Oh, shit! Oh, she's holding these 3 down!
Why don't you choke on it?
What the fuck is happening? Davina is OP! She's just fucked up 2 originals!
You.
Marcel, run! Just run, bud. It's not good.
Fish thing to do. Like how Klaus compelled your fiddler on the roof. I'm certainly not my brother. It's okay, Timothy.
Bloody
you can
fiddler
come down,
on the
no one's
roof.
gonna hurt
He told me I couldn't climb down off this beam.
you. Then don't climb.
I'll explain everything, I promise.
I've just proven that you can trust me. Now I'd like to show you one more thing. It won't take long.
I love that Rebecca
Goodbye,
is, you know, for someone who's been used by people, she's not using that in response to people like Davina. I think we've got it. Oh, God. It's like the treasure map, isn't it? Like, where's the gold buried on this island? Instead, where is the witch buried?
Why are you telling me this?
Because you need to know who you're dealing with. Who you can trust.
I mean, it's so hard to trust, but Rebecca is shining here at the minute.
I didn't even know what I was doing until I made you.
Made her what?
Shit. No. No.
Klaus poisoned the water.
Yeah.
Oh, you must have fainted.
Yeah, or I got mystically cold-cocked by 4 witches.
Cold cocked.
Where's Davina? Does your friend Marcel know she's here?
What a saying.
I can explain. You saw what happened to Sean. Cammy, please.
Get the hell away from me. You are every bit as bad as the other monsters in the city.
Holy shit.
There is no dealing with those who threaten us. Davina.
The reaping
sealed
will
her
be
fate when
complete.
She stood against me. This was her choice, not mine.
Shit.
is that you're so predictable, I had to make an alliance with your brother, who I don't even like.
Oh, what's wrong with Elijah? He's like...
Judging by your expression, you have something you'd like to
beef?
share.
You got beef?
Damn straight I do. I got a call from Kieran earlier. This is an immediate reunion with your dearly departed friends. Or you can do that same spell for a young witch friend of mine.
Boom.
Yeah, you probably know which one I'm talking about.
Davina is Marcel's family, Niklas. Or did that somehow slip your mind as you tried to take her life?
Ooh. Because, you know, Marcel was honest.
You'll tell her that Davina will recover.
Before Rebecca got to
Too much the
Marcel.
same could be said for that boy.
Tim, wake up! Tim, please wake up! Open your eyes.
Oh.
No, no. Please wake up! Please don't leave me alone.
Oh. Oh, the little head shake. Yeah. He always has to take it too far, doesn't he?
It is said that this is a man's world. And sometimes it is.
Sadly.
And some women, well... let's just say their oppressors had better watch out.
Yeah, you... Oh, I love that, Rebecca.
That's exactly why I want to stick around. Oh, and Klaus, if you hurt Davina or Josh in any way, I'll expose you to the world, and then you can kiss the French Quarter goodbye.
Yikes! Oh, Cammy!
And I have something they won't see coming. Someone on the inside. She's quite the resilient girl herself.
Rebecca.
What's with the artwork?
Davina sketches. I wonder if they represent some kind of premonition.
Shit! Just wait!
They seem to suggest something's coming.
Wait, Celeste?
Come on, Sophie, pick up.
Oh no! Oh, Haley, what have you done? Yeah, this is gonna be rough. Cause, yeah. I mean, what you did to Elijah just sucks. Just, yeah. Oh. So, we're not done with Celeste. Very interesting stuff. I'm excited to see where that's gonna go. But yeah, Davina on fire in this episode. And obviously you felt so bad for her in regards to Tim. But I love the fact that she's aligned herself with Rebecca, who is obviously plotting herself. Where she becomes the winner in the end. I love it. I love to see it. End of the day, who run the world, right? And we're literally, like, for this show, you've got New Orleans basically being the world of, you know, this supernatural situation. This is, I guess, our world, really, ish, because you got Mystic Falls, but they're not a problem for, yeah, they're not really a problem for the show. But I love it. And the way that Davina dealt with two originals and an apprentice of Klaus was just insane. So that was really, really great stuff with with the girls getting it done, really. Even Cammy's little warning to Klaus towards the end was just, yeah. So, although there's one party which I'm not really in agreement over, and that's of course Haley helping Sophie. So, I mean, there was the carrot on the stick, wasn't there, really, when it came to progression for Haley's side of things to undo this curse, with Sophie being affiliated to, to the, I guess, perpetrators of who enacted on the curse and all of that. It's just opportunistic, but it just sucks, doesn't it? Because of the fact that she's going to throw Elijah under the bus, really. So, yeah. But I am very intrigued about this incoming threat and all of that with Celeste, I guess. So, yeah, because it was just, yeah, it's just going to be very, very interesting to see. Like, I found it interesting when he did take a bit of a curiosity to Davina's drawings. Now, of course, they could be very, very intriguing, I guess, removing from suspicion and all of that in regards to, what she illustrates and all of that, because they kind of do look, they kind of give a bit of mystique to the drawings, what we've seen and all of that, but there's a reasoning for that, because they're pieces of the puzzle, really. And Elijah sensed something, and it wasn't until, of course, he pieced all of the pieces, really, in this jigsaw together. It wasn't until that he's seeing a face that he, I guess, buried a long time ago, really. And there is this warning, really, about how Celeste might be a bit of a problem later down the line this season. So, yeah. And it will be very interesting to see. Now, considering with Celeste, she was a witch, I do suspect, especially with how Davina was in this episode, I suspect there'll be a bit of a crossroads between Davina and Celeste in the future. So, yeah. But, oof, that's going to be very, very interesting stuff to see. So, yeah. But, yeah. Hell is going to rain in New Orleans, and it's going to be interesting. So, yeah. But, I mean, before that, obviously, there will be the addressing situation between how Sophie was able to uncover the place where Celeste was buried, and will Haley bullshit her way around Elijah? So, I mean, that was really sad. You were see, this is it though. As I mentioned, there's the carrot dangling on the stick. You want to really undo that curse that's fallen on your family, really. And, of course, with this being a show that orientates itself around family and how, despite these, I guess, troubled dynamics you have, especially with the Michelsons, it's family and forever and whatnot, isn't it? So at the end of the day, always and forever, isn't it? Family always and forever. So, and I guess it should come really as no surprise that Haley is willing to do anything for her family, really. So in the same way that Sophie, well, I mean, obviously with Sophie, her family is with the rest of the witches. And with power waning, there's this kind of scratch my back, I'll scratch yours. Although don't scratch my back with your wolf claws and all of that. So nasty. No, it's gonna be always about family. There is always gonna be that push when it comes to family. And it's the same with Davina and Marcel, really. You had Rebecca, who, after she decided to get revenge on, basically on Marcel for, just hurting her feelings. there is that whole situation of you weren't really falling for that, but at the end of the day, Marcel was right, wasn't he? When it came to he is looking out for Davina, whatever the case. Yeah, Davina's understandably not too pleased about him keeping shit from Davina. But he still loves her as, if he adopted her, so, yeah. And that's why family, and again, going back to Haley, you can kind of see it, but at the same time, it does hurt. Because you're screwing over Elijah, and we were rooting for the ship, but now there is that little added tension with you just, giving Sophie the green light to consecrate the grounds where Celeste is. And again, when catches about this, like, well, how did Sophie find out? Beats me. So unless she decides to throw Sophie under the bus as well. I mean, she's already done it to Elijah, so may as well do it to Sophie, right? I don't know. But yeah, it sucked. It sucked. But yeah, this was it was pretty neat stuff with Rebecca, and I really loved Rebecca's story, like especially gathering allies with Davina, and the way that she handled Davina's situation in this episode. Especially with the fact that Davina is going to be used and all of that, and it makes for a different dynamic when you've got this authentic situation. I'm not going to use you, okay? We got to stick together. So yeah, and you've got to establish that trust. You've got to establish this dynamic where Davina, Josh, they can rely on Rebecca. So yeah, and it's just really it is just really great stuff. So and it all relates to the whole Casket Girl situation, because with Rebecca, the whole foundation of this group is based on the hurt that they've experienced from certain people, like Klaus and Marcel as prominent examples. And they're tired of it. So, yeah. And, of course, Cammy can be involved in that whole shebang as well, with, of course, Davina helping Cammy out. But with Rebecca, obviously, we know that she was tired of Marcel's bullshit. And the whole situation of the cat, I really did love, not just the fact that Rebecca was involved in that whole situation way back in the flashback, but also how this was a very prominent situation in terms of, women, and how, of course, they were being oppressed. And this, like I said, this whole foundation, we're sick of it. We are sick of being oppressed. We are taking action, and they're not going to like it, but you know what? Cry me a river. So, yeah. And we know that Rebecca, she's already like, you saw the little head shake after Klaus, of course, inevitably took things a bit too far. But she's already done with Klaus, and she's tired of Marcel's bullshit. Like, she thought something was happening, and then Marcel went running to Klaus, and that just, she got so done. So it makes sense why, I guess aptly with the festival and all of that, it makes sense that this could be kind of inspiration, as well as the fact that, oh, I remember this way back in, what was it, 1780, whatever the year was. It was in the 1700s. But it's a good reminder in terms of, you know what? I'm tired of being the victim. And I'm sure others are as well. Davina, are you tired of being the victim? Cammy, are you tired of being the victim? So, and of course, when it comes to people like Cammy, for example, who has been, compelled over and over again, and, you catch wind about Rebecca, you're going to start to generate that. Like, she can't even trust Kieran, her uncle, for example. So, of course, trust is going to be a bit subjective for certain characters. But where Rebecca's coming from is a place of it's genuine. Because she herself is tired. And you know what? She's not going to become she's going to become the winner. She's not going to sit on the sidelines while Klaus and Marcel duke it out and she gets used. She's going to do something about it. So, and they won't see it coming. So it's great. It is just really, really great stuff. So, and it's just really fun. So I'm excited to see where things will go with this new, I guess, attempt to rise to power. So yeah, but yeah, it was really great stuff as well with Davina. I can't stress enough how glorious it kind of. I mean, I love Elijah so much, but and Elijah's had some badass moments that give me chills, like episode 6 when he took out the witches and Agnes. But there is just something so tantalizing with Klaus struggling. He wasn't even pretending. He got absolutely messed up. He even owned up to it, saying, "We got humbled," basically. But yeah, this is it though. With Klaus being the hybrid, Elijah, should I say, being an original. That's one thing, and then you've got to deal with you dealt with Klaus first, and that is just ballsy. And it's funny. I feel like she went down the ladder in terms of the power scale between Klaus, Elijah, and Marcel in terms of who might be the strongest. I'm not sure in regards to like Marcel and Elijah, like we got to duke it out between them, but I'm sure Elijah would be a bit more powerful considering he is a fair bit older and an original, so yeah. But Klaus, obviously being the hybrid, would stand a better chance compared to Elijah. So yeah. But she did climb down the power scale. She started at Klaus, then to Elijah, and then Marcel. So yeah. But it became a bit more difficult emotionally as well because, like, it's so funny. She went down the power scale, I feel, but it got more challenging emotionally because, you know, Klaus, she doesn't really hold any too much affection for, I guess. Elijah, there is that hurt because they were building a bit of a rapport, and she even mentioned that. And then obviously there is the family ties really with Marcel and Davina. And that was honest. That was genuine. You know, how much Davina means in regards to Marcel, in regards to family. So that is genuine. But it was just so great, and we're getting to see and this, you know, that little moment just makes you think that, okay, well, with Celeste on the horizon, I can see them two battling it out. So yeah. And there might have to come a point where you can't really go through this harvest, right? See, it's all lining up really, really well. Because obviously completing the harvest is still a matter to get to. But would we rather deal with Celeste, or would we rather deal with Davina? Who would you rather want to take a fight against? Would you rather allow, and I feel like that is a stupid question. I feel like, well, Celeste, surely, but yeah, she's a witch, right? But that doesn't mean that, it's all going to be sunshine and rainbows for the witches. She might just be everyone's problem, right? So that's why I'm saying there might have to come a solution where they're going to have to pick a side, right? Do we deal with Davina? Get our power back, or rejuvenated, should I say? They haven't lost it totally, but they're getting there. Or do we just allow tyranny over New Orleans? So that and that, as well as how Davina dealt with 2 originals in one go without breaking a sweat, I would say. Yeah. So, but yeah, it was just really, really great. I did feel so bad for her, of course, when Tim, yeah. But I also am loving Josh's involvement more and more, and I just love how wholesome he is. And of course, I did talk about the relationship between him and Davina, BFFs, but even just like little moments with Cammy as well. I just love Josh, so do not kill him, please. But yeah, great episode, solid stuff with the with this episode of the original. So awesome. So I'll see you guys next time. Hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. You can check my videos on the right if you want to check out more of my content. You can also subscribe to my media feeds and channel if you want to. Hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. Hope you guys take care, and I will see you guys next time. Toodles!